And we can start. Let's start standing up. And you guys, my GBR team, you might want to stagger because we're going to be spreading our arms out. And we're just going to plant our feet, hips width distance apart, right? Remember that we want to bring our belly to our spine and tuck our tailbone down. Let's inhale and reach our arms up. Good morning stretch. And then exhale and bring our hands down. Again, let's inhale and bring our arms up. And now have your right fingers grab your left wrist and lean over towards the right. Breathe into your side body. Maybe close your eyes and bring yourself into this moment, into your body. Inhale and come back up. Exhale and bring your arms down. Bring your hands forward. Come up on your tippy toes. Try to balance. If you can do this with your eyes closed, good for you. Exhale and bring your heels down. Bring your toes up. Let's inhale and bring our hands up above our head. And then exhale, left hand grabs right wrist. Bring yourself over to the side body stretch. Breathing into the side body here. Feeling sensation. Waking up the body. We're going to inhale and bring our hands back up. And then let's exhale and do a gentle forward bend. So slowly, slowly, slowly come over. You can bend your knees slightly if this is the first time that you are talking to your hamstrings today. There's no shame in bending your legs. So in this forward fold, let's take a few moments here. You can bend your left leg, bend your right leg, and you can cross your arms the way that you would cross them in front of your body. Cross your arms and let your head hang. And then explore shifting from one leg to another. See what that feels like in your back. Coming into the space gently. Then on your next inhale, slowly roll up. You can roll your shoulders back a few times. Inhale and bring them up towards your ears, and then exhale and bring your shoulder blades back onto your spine. So you're bringing them up and back. One more time, inhale up and back. The next thing we're going to do is open up our neck. So your eyes should be closed. Remember, your feet are hips width distance apart, and your tailbone is tucked under. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. And just stay here for a moment and feel what it feels like to stretch the back of your neck. Inhale, and then on your exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe into the side of your neck. Be gentle. Couple more breaths here. Then you're going to inhale back to center and exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Again, if it helps you, you can bring your left hand to the top of your head, and you might feel more of a stretch here in your neck. Okay. The other thing that I really like to do is this, where we are standing with our feet planted, we have our arms out there loose, and we're just twisting back and forth. Twist, twist. You're just opening things up. Again, be very gentle. You don't want to like pull anything. So one of the things that I want us to start thinking about is bringing yoga and this body awareness into our lives all the time, right? So if you find yourself slouching at your desk, sit up and remember that golden thread that pulls you up high. If you start to get triggered or agitated, you're going to just stop and take a breath. Come back into your body, because that brings you into the present moment. Okay, let's come to the top of our mat. We're going to practice some sun salutations. It's been a while, so we're going to inhale, hands touch at the very top. Exhale, bring your hands through in prayer pose to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your fingertips are touching your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale and then exhale and step out into plank pose. Let's hold it here for a second and take a close look at our form. So our hands are pressing down into the mat. Our legs are bright, right? So you flexed your muscles in your legs and your tailbone is tucked under so that you are one straight, strong line. Breathe here for a moment. On your next inhale, you're going to be looking at the center of your, in between your hands, and then when you exhale, bend your elbows, bringing them close to the side of your body and lower your body down to the mat. Flip your toes over so that the tops of your feet are on the top of your mat, and you're going to inhale and press the front of your body up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Should mostly be done with your body, not by pressing your hands. So exhale down. Next time you come up, lift your hands off the mat and inhale up. And exhale down. On your next inhale, you're going to press back up into plank. Exhale into downward dog. Take some breaths here, and again, check our form. Our hands are pressing into the mat, right? Right behind your pointer, that knuckle in your palm is pressing, which tones your arms up right up into your armpits. Your back is straight, and your legs are straight. You're pressing into your hands and pressing into your feet. Again, your legs are bright, toned up through your quads. Now bend your right leg and press down and try to melt that left heel into the ground. And then switch legs. All the time conscious of your breath. If you ever want to get into your body, just close your eyes and just feel this. These sensations are your muscles coming alive. Keep pedaling your feet. Now I want you to push forward again into this plank pose. See how you can do this? You can push into plank. Strong, strong, strong. Nice, Moses. Moses, bring your butt down a little. There you go. Nice. So your neck is straight. You're looking down in between your hands. This is that strong plank pose. Then you can exhale into down dog without moving your hands or feet. Inhale into plank, like a wave, right? And then exhale into down dog. Let's inhale back into plank. Exhale into down dog one last time. Inhale and look between your hands. Now, some yogis will step to the top of their mat, and some yogis can jump. So what you would do is you're looking between your hands and then you press down into your hands and you can hop and lift yourself to the top of the mat. And then you find yourself in a forward fold again. Give that a try. Meet me in forward fold for a breath or two. And then we're going to inhale slowly back up to standing at the top of our mat. Stand in Tadasana. So our hands are facing forward. Our head is up and our chin is parallel to the floor, like that golden thread is coming down up through our pelvis to the top of our head, conscious of our posture. Our shoulders are down away from our ears. Our legs are bright. Our feet are pressed into the earth. Our tailbone is under. Let's breathe. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into the plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower yourself to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push yourself into downward dog. Stay here for 2 breaths. On your next inhale, look between your hands and you can step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. And we're going to inhale, slowly come back up to standing. We're going to do that one more time. Sun salutation A. Inhale, hands above the head to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and you can step back or you can hop back into a plank. Inhale, then exhale, lower yourself to the ground. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Next inhale, look between your hands. You can step, hop, float to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come back up to standing. Bring your hands together at prayer pose. Remember, I want you to connect your thumbs to your sternum, bowing your head in the universal sign of gratitude. You can set an intention for your practice. I'm going to be open. I'm not going to be hard on myself. I'm going to dedicate this one to my mom, whatever it is that you want. Okay. So let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop back into plank. In plank for a moment. And now in plank, I want you to practice something where we are here on our hands, we're pressing down into our hands. Now I want you to try coming down onto your forearms in this plank. And you can press yourself forward and back like we've done before, right? This is for your abs and for your legs. Now push yourself back up into a plank on your hands. And let's try that again. Right forearm, left forearm. Then left hand, right hand. One more time. Right forearm, left forearm. Press, press, press. Left hand, right hand. Now take your left hand, place it sort of in the center. And what you're going to try to do is flip yourself over onto the edge of your left foot and balance. Bring your right arm up. This is called a side plank. If it's hard for you to balance, you can bring your right foot behind your left. That makes it easier. Or if that's hard, you can bring your left foot down and just bring your right foot out. Sorry, your left knee down or your right foot out. If you're still holding that, good for you. Bring your right hand down. Here into a plank. Push into down dog for a couple breaths. Yahoo. Welcome back to yoga. You got this. You are strong and beautiful. Push back into plank. Let's do that forearm thing again. So right forearm, left forearm. Press forward on your toes. Rock back and forth. Now right hand plant, left hand plant. Take your right hand and put it in the center, like right underneath your face. Now flip on the right edge of your foot. Right. So you can put your right knee down if you want, if that's easier. Then you're going to plant both hands. Touch back into that down dog. Look between your hands and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. And then inhale and come all the way up to standing. Bring your hands to prayer pose. And breathe. Okay. So now what we're going to do is take a step back so that you're in the center of your mat. And we're going to work on chair pose. So the chair pose works like this, and there are a couple of ways to get into it, but I find it best like this. If I inhale and bring my hands up, my hands are turned facing each other. My arms are parallel. I'm going to exhale and fold forward, and I'm going to bend my knees. I'm just going to hold myself there for a second, right? So I'm making sure that my knees are just above my ankles. My legs are hips width distance apart, and I can press down. Like I could go lower if I wanted to in this chair. So I'm feeling the strength of those big muscles in my legs. If I want to come into chair, I'm going to inhale up. So I'm looking up, my arms are up, and sometimes this is easier if you just close your eyes, because you want to make sure none of this hurts in your back or your neck. We're going to inhale in this chair pose and exhale. Feel your feet, feel your calves. One more breath. See if you can go lower. And now exhale, fold over. Okay. Let's try that again. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us. Our arms are straight ahead. We're folding over. So my arms are parallel to the ground, and my knees are bent, and my butt is going as low as I possibly can. Now I'm going to inhale into my chair. Now as I exhale, let's bring our hands behind us like airplane arms. See if that helps you get lower. Certainly is easier on the back. Make sure your belly is close to your spine. Let's exhale, fold again. Again, let's inhale parallel with the ground. Exhale, then inhale, raise yourself up into chair. See if you can get lower. What can you relax? Is it your shoulders up near your ears? Is it your jaw? Just relax. Close your eyes. Where do you feel it? One more breath here. And fold. Inhale and bring yourself up. Standing. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands to prayer pose where your thumbs are connected to your sternum. Reconnect with your intention. Carefully step to the top of your mat. We'll go back into sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms back out into plank. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, press forward with your toes. Bend your elbows, keeping them, hugging them to your body. And exhale, bring yourself to the mat. Flip your feet. Inhale, up dog. I want to take a second here in up dog because you don't want to be flexing your lower back. You want to relax your butt and your upper back as much as you can. Here. Now you're going to flip your toes and use your arms to push you back up into down dog. Now in down dog, you're going to lift your right leg up. And then on your next exhale, bring it in to your chest. Then inhale it straight back up. Exhale it over to your left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale up. And then exhale, bring your foot in between your hands. I want you to check your foundation right now because we're going to stand up on these legs in a second. So think of yourself not on a tightrope, but on train tracks. So each of your legs should be sort of underneath your hips. So there's a distance between them. Press into your front foot. Strengthen up that back leg. And when you're ready, inhale, bring your arms up. This is what we call a high lunge. Breathe here for a moment. Check that back leg. That back leg is strong. You should be up on the balls of your feet. Your hips should be facing the short end of the mat. The arms are up. You can exhale and bring your hands down into that airplane arms. Feeling the strength of this front leg. Inhale, arms up again. So Moses and Farida Sarah, turn so that you're on the balls of your feet. That means your toes. So turn that back foot around. All right, let's step up to the front of the mat. Now with this left foot, step back and be on your tippy toes. And then if you press down a little more, that's the ball of your foot. Right? So we can inhale and bring our left knee up. You can bring your hands to prayer pose or keep your hands down by your sides. And then exhale and step your left foot back and be on the balls of your foot. So we're going to inhale, knee up, left knee up, be on our balance here. And then we're going to exhale and step that left leg back. Now let's inhale our arms up and exhale and fold over that front knee. But stay right here because we're going to do our best. If you need to, you can bring your back foot forward a little bit and then straighten this front knee so that we are just draped over our front knee. So if it hurts to put your hands on the mat, you can put your hands on your leg as far as you can go. And breathe into the stretch here. And then we're going to walk ourselves over towards the left. Point your toes to the long side of the mat. This is a wide fold. So take a moment and breathe here. Feel what this feels like. And on your next inhale, you're going to place your left hand in front of on the floor under your forehead. And on the inhale, you will raise your right hand up and twist. And then exhale, the right hand replaces the left. And then inhale your left hand up. Bring that left hand down. Let's do it again. Inhale, right hand up. We lost them. They're probably happy. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. And then let's walk around the mat to the back of the mat so that we can be in our high lunge on this side. So we're pressing into our left knee. And let's take a few moments. You know, when you're rocking back and forth like this lubricates the joints. We like to do that a little, moving that lymph around. And then when you're ready, be still. Plant that left foot down. Make sure your knee is above your ankle. Your right leg is strong. Your left ball of your foot is connected, and lift yourself up into a high crescent lunge. So one of the things when we think about the balance of yoga, right, we're thinking about being strong, connected to the earth here, and then lifting up out of our pelvis so that we're light. Look up and press down. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. If you need to, you can step your back foot up a little bit, straighten that front leg, and drape yourself over. Now if we're feeling really fancy, oh, they left again. Oh, there they are. Okay. Come on back, my friends. There. Okay. So let's step around again. Here. Let's reset. Moses, you guys okay? Okay. Meet me at the top of the mat. I don't know if you were here for this, but if we're here at the top of the mat, you can take a big step back with your left foot. Turn yourself so that you're facing the side of your mat. And then bend over for this wide-legged forward fold. And then you're going to plant your left hand down in front of you. Then when you inhale, you reach your right arm up and you're twisting. And remember, the way we twist is belly, then ribs, then shoulders. So you're pressing hard into that left hand and reaching as high as you can with the right. And then when you're ready, that right hand floats down right underneath where your forehead is. The left hand reaches up and we twist here. And then let's bring our hands down, walk them to our feet. So we're going to take our peace fingers, which is our forefinger and our middle finger, and we're going to wrap them around our big toes. And so this is a way to get a full body stretch. Notice that when I'm bending over, my elbows are out. Now you can bend your knees or you can keep your knees straight. But when you inhale, you're flexing just like you would with an upward halfway lift. So you inhale and look like 6 feet in front of you, and you should feel the pressure from your lift in your legs. And then you exhale and use that grip to bring you closer and fold. So you inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. One more time, inhale and hold it. Hold your breath. And then exhale, fold. Place your hands underneath your face. Push yourself up. Put your left hand on your hip, and your right hand on your hip. Bend your knees a little bit. Belly to spine and stand back up. Nice. Bring your feet back together. Meet me again at the top of the mat. Okay. I'm going to have us sit down. So find your way to a comfortable seat, however you can. So the first thing that I'd like to do is to do some forward folding, but here on the mat. So I'd like you to take your left foot and put it between your knee and your private area, if you can, so that your foot is flat against there. And then you're going to try to bring that left knee as close as you can to the ground. Just for a moment here, feel into this stretch. So you can use your left hand to press that knee down and then rock sort of back and forth on here so that you can feel that stretch up through your hips. When you find a comfortable place on your sits bones, bring your spine up and as erect as you possibly can. I want you to flex this foot that's straight out. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up. And now exhale, reach as far as you can down towards your foot. Let's inhale up towards the ceiling again. And exhale, reach. Inhale towards the ceiling. Make sure your belly's to your spine. And now on this exhale, reach as far as you can go. And if you can grab the bottom of your foot, great. If you can grab your ankle, great. Wherever you can, take a moment to drape yourself over your right leg. Close your eyes and be here. Where do you feel the sensation? One of the things my teachers have always told me to do is to be conscious of the language that I'm using when I'm talking to myself doing complicated and difficult poses. Are you being kind to yourself? Yoga is a practice. The only person who we're in competition with is ourselves and the last time we came to the mat. One more breath here. On your next inhale, bring your arms up. And now I would like for your left foot to be pressed against the mat. You're going to take your right hand and grab your left knee. Lift your left arm up. And then exhale and twist towards the back. So this left hand is going behind you. You're holding on to your left knee and you're looking behind you on your left shoulder. So when you inhale, you want to make sure that your spine is coming up as tall and straight as possible. And then, and then when you exhale, you're going to belly, ribs, shoulders twist. When you're ready, left hand comes up and over. You can bring your left foot down and just bounce your legs a little bit. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this right foot, the bottom of your right foot goes just above the knee. That right knee, you can press down with your right hand. Close your eyes and feel where you feel this. For me, this kind of like wakes up the outside of my hip. I'm flexing my left foot. I don't really feel anything happening there. I'm going to rock back and forth on my sits bones. So I feel the echo of what I just stretched out on the other side. When you're ready, lift your arms up. We're going to reach up as hard as we can. I don't know if everybody got to hear this, but yoga is about balance. So we're trying to ground ourselves down below and reach as far as we can from the strong foundation we've created, sort of like a metaphor for life, right? So we're going to inhale up and then exhale, reach forward as far as you can. And inhale up. Exhale, reach forward. One more time, inhale up. And exhale, reach forward. If you can grab your foot, fabulous, ankle, shin, whatever. Great. Don't kill yourself here, right? We're just trying to feel sensation and open up these muscles for our mobility and for our strength. Breathe into the places where you might feel discomfort, not acute pain, discomfort. Again, a metaphor for life. Just sit a moment. Feel all the feels. Our hips is where we trap a lot of feelings and emotions. When you're ready, you can inhale back up. Exhale, plant your foot down on the mat. You can inhale and wrap this left hand around that knee. Exhale a moment. And inhale your right hand up. And exhale, you can plant it behind you and twist. A few more here where you inhale to bring yourself as tall as possible out of your spine. Grip that leg to your chest and then exhale. And we're wringing out the spine. When we move our bodies in these ways, we are expelling toxins. So after yoga, you should be drinking lots of water. Inhale, right hand back up. Exhale, extend that right leg out. Bounce your legs. Thank you, thank you. Now this is what we call staff pose. So notice that I'm sitting up, right? My spine is erect. I'm imagining that golden thread from my pelvis to the top of my head, and I can move back and forth to find just the right spot where that is. My feet are flexed. If you put your hands on the mat, what I have to do is tent my fingers so that I can push myself up a little bit. But you can press in here, keeping those legs bright, those feet flexed. Close your eyes and breathe a little bit. This is what we call staff pose. All right. Inhale our arms up and out in front of us. And now we're going to slowly lower ourselves to lying down. So you have to inch forward a little bit to make sure your head lands on the back of the mat. So we're reaching forward, but we're leaning back. Slowly, slowly, as slow as you can, and meet me laying on your back. Bring your knees up. Plant your feet on the floor. We're going to do a few bridge poses. So your feet should be right behind your hips, right? So your hips distance apart. Your lower back or your sacrum should be nestled comfortably on the mat. Put your hands down flat on the mat. And what we're going to do on the inhale is we're going to first start with our arms. We're going to inhale and bring our arms up and back. And then exhale and bring them down. So we inhale and bring our arms up and back. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale and bring them down. One more time. Inhale. Arms up and back. Exhale down. Now plant your hands on the mat. We're going to try the same thing, inhaling and exhaling, but we're going to be lifting our pelvis. So plant those feet. Feel where your toe meets the base of your foot, right? And press that down. So we inhale and lift our pelvis. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. That's Dakota. Sorry. Hey. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And now let's get hands and feet going together. So we're going to inhale and lift our arms and our pelvis. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, arms and pelvis. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now stay here for a second. Right? So your arms are reaching behind you and you're up on your shoulders. Bring your feet closer to your butt. Press up higher. Bring your knees closer together. Keep pressing. Now I want you to bring your hands down and I want you to clasp them underneath your body and roll yourself up onto your shoulders and press even harder. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Now unclasp your hands, clasp your hands. Bring yourself not in a flop, but slowly and controlled down to the mat. Pick up your knees. Hug them gently into your chest. Dakota is keeping us safe. Now you're going to roll back and forth, massaging your lower back. And again, plant your feet on the mat. You can do them plant your feet on the edges of the mat and then bring your knees in to touch. Put your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And let's just take a few moments here to breathe. You worked hard today. And like every day when we work hard, we deserve rest. So even if you can grab in your crazy day, just a few moments to rest, I hope you'll do it. Just close your eyes Feel what you're feeling in your body. That's how you bring yourself back to the present moment. It's right here in this body. Feel your heartbeat. Feel that little thing that's bugging you, the pain that you might have in your lower back, which has been nagging me all week. Nurture yourself. We only get one body. This is another way that I rest. So I'm laying here on my back. I want you to bring your legs up into the air and just roll your feet. You might hear your ankles popping. Mine certainly do. Roll them going in one direction together. Just close your eyes. You can bring your hands flat on the mat. And then after a few rolls, then roll them in the opposite direction. Good. And then you can pick your hands up, just like leave your elbows on the mat, but do the same thing with your wrists. Roll your hands around and your feet around at the same time. Close your eyes, and we're also letting the lymph, because you know we're standing up and gravity is constantly pulling the lymph down to our feet. And we want to let that lymph travel back up towards the center of our body so that we can move around and get processed the right way. So we're rolling our wrists and rolling our ankles. Okay. Again, hug our knees into our chest. I want you to let your right foot fall down and touch the mat. And bring your left ankle to rest on top of your right knee for a figure 4. You can use your left hand to press that knee out for a moment. Feel what that does to your hip. Flex your left foot. Keep breathing. Now, in order to intensify this stretch, if you want to, you can reach your left hand through that triangle window. Bring your right foot off the floor and pull that right knee gently towards you for a figure 4 stretch. You can rock back and forth sideways to feel how this feels in your hips. When you're ready, you can release your grip. Bring your right foot down, put your left foot down, and bring your right ankle to your left knee. Same thing. Right hand is going to press against that knee and open that knee up a little. When you're ready, reach through and pick up that left leg. Ooh, stretch out that right hip. Each of your legs might feel differently when you do different stretches. Opening up your hips is the best thing that you can do, especially if you've been stressed. Like I said, the body holds a lot of tension in the hips. You really need to be intentional about stretching the hips. Breathe into the sensation. When you're ready to release the grip, do that. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. I believe we've talked about this pose before, but if you lift your feet slightly and grab the outsides of your feet with your hands and then pull your feet towards you, bend those knees. This is what we call happy baby. Imagine a baby rocking side to side. So innocent and beautiful, untouched by our cruel world. Feel that in your hips. Pull, pull, pull. If you can, stretch your legs as far as you can. Straighten your legs rather, as far as you can, and open. Bring your feet back together. Stretch out on your mat. So we're going to be lying down into corpse pose. This is what everybody's waiting for, right? So if you have to, and I often do, bring your knees up again so that your sacrum is flat. Your lower back is flat against the mat. Then gently extend one leg at a time. Then, in order to get your legs in the right rotation, remember that you want them to be hip distance apart. Your hands, you can press them against the mat and make sure that your shoulders are back, remember, wrapped against the spine. Close your eyes. Let your breath flow through you. Keeping your eyes closed, listen for what you can hear outside of the room, outside of the walls. Then you bring yourself inward, follow the trail of your breath in. Feel the cool air on the top of your lip and out through your nose. Feel its warmth as it escapes your body. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. You can reach your arms back and your toes forward for a good morning stretch. Then I want you to keep your left arm extended and roll over onto your left side and use that arm as a pillow. Come over into what we call fetus pose. Like a brand new baby or waking up. If you can, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up into a quiet seat. Bring your hands back into prayer pose. Bowing your head in the universal sign of gratitude. Reconnect with your intention. I hope you reconnect with the power that you feel as your prana rides on your breath, as you honor your body in the time that we have together. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead, to our third eye, the seat of our intuition. Peace to our thoughts. Then we're going to bring our thumbs to our lips. Peace to our words. And then we're going to bring our thumbs to our chest. Peace to our heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, my friends.
Thank you, Kara.
My pleasure, my darling.
Stop the recording.
Farida.